All right, y'all, what's going on? Couple hours post game, Eagles fall. Eagles get embarrassed 34-17 by the New York Giants. Now, if you had told me this was going to be the outcome before the game, I would have imagined myself being in here crashing out, cursing, throwing shit. I did curse a little bit, but to be honest, I'm not super emotional about this game. I ain't gonna say I don't care. I ain't gonna even sit here and fake. I think any Eagles fan is highly disappointed right now, as am I, as we should be. Um, I don't even know where to start for real, bro. Coming into the season, right, there was probably four major concerns that we had about this team. One, the loss of Josh Sweat and Milton Williams. Like, how are we going to replace them? Second was CB2. CB2, and then obviously the loss of CJGJ at safety. Three was um, the right guard spot because Makai Becton left. And then four, which is probably the biggest one, how was Kevin Patullo going to do as offensive coordinator? Especially after our experience with internal hires, i.e., Brian Johnson. We kind of went through this in 2023. But I think last night was just the wake up call and the realization that all four of those concerns were bigger concerns than we even thought, right? Let's start with CB2. Adoree Jackson, Keely Ringo, pack your fucking bags. Enjoy your last few days in Philadelphia. You will not be a part of this team next year. 100% guaranteed you would not be a part of this team next year. We already knew Adoree Jackson was because he on a 1 year contract. I don't know if Keely Ringo's in his contract year yet, but either way, I don't care. I don't even care if y'all pay him. Pay him to go sit home. He don't even need to be on the field, bro. He should never seen the field. And the biggest like disappointment with that, Isaiah Rodgers went and signed for $7 million. $7 million with the Minnesota Vikings and is playing like a Pro Bowler right now. We have $7 million. We could have kept him. They're trash at everything. They can't cover. They can't tackle. They getting pass interference calls because they holding on to people. And then to top it off, Quinyon Mitchell leaves in the second quarter with a hamstring injury. Who knows how long he gonna be out? If he misses any extended time, we are fucking cooked, bruh. We already cooked. We cooked because all they're gonna do is throw away from him. So this offensive line, Brett Toff, pack your fucking bags, bruh. It's time for you to go, bruh. Like we got to figure something out. This defensive line. Okay, yes, we were missing Jalen Carter, and I knew when they announced that pregame, that we were gonna have some issues. I knew we was gonna have some issues with that, but it seemed like there was no effort, no pressure, like just nothing going. Like we missing Jalen Carter, we're missing Nolan Smith. We have nothing on the defensive line. We have the weakest front seven in the division. Good linebackers, but the linebackers can't do shit, you know, if we not getting pressure with the front four. And obviously that's going to exaggerate the losses of Milton Williams and Josh Sweat. Now, obviously, there was really no way to keep them. That's not really on Howie for not keeping them. If we'd have tried to keep Milton, that would have ate up all of our cap space. We probably wouldn't even been able to sign Jalen Carter soon because his contract's coming up. They gave him a lot of money. There was no way we were matching that contract. Last but certainly not least, Kevin fucking Patullo. You need to be arrested. You need to be arrested. You were given the keys to a Ferrari. And you got a fucking learner's permit. What are all of these curl routes and out routes? I'm going to tell you why we fall off from half to half. When you come out, I think going up against A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, you probably in your head a little bit. Like you might be a little overwhelmed as a cornerback going up against receivers like that. But when they run in the same route, the same 3-4 routes all game, by the second half, you figure it out. You like, hold on, man. You motherfuckers ain't doing nothing special. It's either going to be an out route, a slant route, or a go route, or a curl route. It becomes pretty easy to cover that. And you ain't even got to double team them. You just know the routes, bro. It's only so many routes that they can run. And basically what they're doing is relying on exceptional players to make exceptional plays every time they get the ball. And that's not sustainable in the long term. Yeah, they're going to make a play. They're going to make a play here and there. But if the defense knows they fucking routes, bro, what do you expect them to do? You think they're going to just moss these professional cornerbacks every play? Like there's no scheme, there's no way to do something different, try to fool them. You really just going to say, "Oh yeah, my receiver's better than your corner, so fuck him, we're going to do what we want." No, bro, you got to change that shit up. You got to do something. And then even in the run game, bro, we don't got no misdirections, no toss plays. You know what I mean? Nothing special. Just halfback dive. Halfback dive 11 times a game, 12 times a game. And we wonder why Saquon Barkley only got 60 yards. But like I said, these concerns are really coming to a head. And I had this feeling when they announced that they were hiring Kevin Patullo in the offseason. I said, you know what? We went to the Super Bowl 22. They hired Brian Johnson. We fell off 23. We get a competent offensive coordinator. We go to the Super Bowl 24. And then we go and make the same mistake with another internal hire for 25. So I got good news and bad news. The Eagles are not making the playoffs this year. Now, obviously, that's the bad news. We're not making the playoffs, bro. Like, the fall off is here. It took till December last time for us to fall off. The fall off is upon us. This team is not making the playoffs. And if they find a way to sneak in, they're one and done. It's over with. And this is not just doom and gloom because we lost a couple games. But we got embarrassed twice within 4 days, bro. 4 days we got embarrassed by two different teams. This team is not making the play. This is not a playoff team. This is not a Super Bowl team by far. The good news is, after this year of wasted talent, they'll correct it. They'll get a competent offensive coordinator in the building. And we'll be back in the conversation next year. The pattern is going to repeat itself. So that's the good news and the bad news. But the complete lack of effort from the defense, granted we missing our two best players, that's not an excuse, bro. It's not an excuse. That's not an excuse for effort. But our cornerback room, outside of Coop and Quinyon, is cooked. Absolutely fried. Just get rid of all the corners. I don't know what happened to Jacorian Bennett. I don't know why he not playing yet, or maybe he just not as good as we thought he was. Get cooked. Absolutely cooked. Makuba still making mistakes. This is like his fourth game, so I'm not going to hold too much on him. He's a rookie. He been blowing a couple coverages. That ain't cost us the game, though. Them shitty-ass cornerbacks and this lazy-ass offense is what cost us that game. Y'all that goddamn Cam Scatterwell, rockhead ass, cook y'all. 3 touchdowns. Jackson Dart, 195 yards. Like, come on, bro. What are y'all doing, man? We got Saquon Barkley, 12 carries for 50 yards after what he did to that same Giants defense last year. That's how you know. That's exactly how you know it's the coaching. It's the scheme. Because how you go for 225 and then come back and it could only put up 58? It don't make sense. And then Jalen Hurts. He didn't play absolutely horribly, but those 2 plays just absolutely make it hard to defend him. First of all, that overthrow to Devontae Smith, that would have been a 90-yard touchdown. That make me feel like the one to AJ last week might have been more on Jalen, because how do you overthrow that? There was nobody within 10 yards of him. Even if you got to underthrow it, then you underthrow it to make sure he get the ball, bro. I don't know what the hell went on with that one. And then that pick in the fourth quarter, finally throw a pick. And at that point, I was like, man, just go ahead and turn the ball over so I could turn the game off, because this shit over with. And as soon as I said that shit, what did he do? Stares down Jahan Dawson on the out route and then throws it behind him. I knew the whole time when they was sitting there, oh yeah, Jalen Hurts has gone 200 and such snaps without an interception. I was like, yeah, here it come. Just wait on it. As soon as it happened, my girl was like, why would you speak that into existence? It's not speaking it into existence. It's just knowing your team, bro. It's knowing the vibes. I knew a turnover was coming. But anyhow, we don't play for 10 days. We go on to play Minnesota. Then we can look forward to trying to redeem ourselves against this Giants team. So we'll let the Giants enjoy this win for now. They're 2-4. And if the Giants turn their season around, it's the Eagles' fault. Because this is the type of win that will boost your confidence so high that it could turn your season around. So if the Giants end up making the playoffs and turning their season around, blame Kevin Patullo and the Philadelphia Eagles. It's on us, bro. For real. But like I said, this is not a playoff team, bro. Like, it's going to be a long season. It's going to be a long season. We better hold on tight to those 4 wins because if this is what we put on the field for the next 10 weeks, you can kiss them playoffs goodbye, bro. And like I said, I don't see them turning it around to the point where even if they start playing better, that they're going to get on the playoffs and be a real contender. It's just not going to happen, bro. It's not going to happen. I just, yeah, man. Cook. That's all I can say. We cook. Straight cook, bro. But yeah, that's all I got for this one, y'all. That's all I got, man. I see y'all Sunday, bro. When I go watch some real football that won't piss me the fuck off. It'll start probably still piss me off because then I get to watch other teams with competent coaching and real effort and real desire to win. Cause I don't know, man. The Eagles, they just must have been huffing too much of their own shit in the offseason. I know, that clip of Nick Sirianni, he went viral saying, "Yeah, success is like perfume. Sniff it, but don't drink it. It's poison." That was a good line, but them motherfuckers ain't listen. These motherfuckers thought they was untouchable. They think they untouchable, and that goes for Howie Roseman too. With all the people that he let go, I understand that it was in reaction to our last Super Bowl run where he felt like he held on to too many older players and it ended up costing us the next season. But he overcorrected this time around. He ain't perfect, bro. Like he's still one of the best GMs in the league, but he overcorrected. I think some of those people, especially the cheaper ones like Isaiah Rodgers and Mekhi Becton, I'm pretty sure Mekhi Becton went to LA for like 10 million. Isaiah Rodgers signed for 7 million. Like we could have kept them, and those two players alone would have affected the outcome of this game right here. But it is what it is. We'll see how things go moving forward. Like I said, I'll holler at y'all Sunday. It still go Birds.